ScytheAudios.
Hey boss, I'm back. I finished one of those jobs you gave me.
One of them? Which one did you finish?
I killed off that goat that had been stealing from you. And eating your employees. Real nasty fucker.
Good. Now you took the job to find the art of the mermaid. And yet you come back empty-handed. So I will ask you once, Demetria, where is the art?
Well, about that. Look, don't get mad, but someone got to the heart before me. By the time I got there, the heart had been ripped from the kid's body. Apparently, the mother of the kid wanted that heart just as much as we did.
Excuse me? You failed. You, who I've untrained, failed.
I didn't fail. I got there too late since I was finishing the goal that I told you about. You know, the other job you gave me? The kid had been dead for at least an hour by the time I got there.
You didn't bring me the art, thus you failed. I'm disappointed, Demetria. I expected more from you. You're one of my best mercenaries.
One of the best? I am the best mercenary you have. I have done everything you have asked for the last 50 years and succeeded. One slip up does not make me a failure.
I suppose in the long run, you wouldn't be considered a failure. But this mission was one of the most important you've ever been assigned. The art of the mermaid only shows up every 50 years. So now I've got to wait another 50 years to get my hands on it.
50 years? Really? With your age, that's like 5 years through. Yes, I messed up. But it was out of my control. You gave me 2 jobs to do in order. I hunted the ghoul down. He was headed to the village where the heart was. So, I figured you might want me to get to him before the ghoul gets the kid.
What matters is that you didn't achieve the most important mission, Winter Elf.
Oh great. The bitch is here. Hello, Tamala? I see you're still skulking around. Is Leo not giving you any missions?
What matters is that you didn't achieve the most important mission, Winter Elf.
Why you?
That's enough! Enough of the petty arguing! Tamala, I did not bring you here for you to make cheap shots at Demetria. Stop acting like a child. And you, Demetria, you need to grow up. You're 120 for God's sake. While Tamala started it, you fueled it. Cut it out!
Yes, sir. I understand.
Yeah, whatever. I guess I can be civil with her.
Now that the childish actions are out of the way, I've called Tamala here to our meeting for a reason. I believe there's a traitor amongst the mercenaries. Demetria, you said that the ghoul was heading to the art, right?
Yeah, I tracked him to the forest outside the village.
Question is, how did the ghoul learn about the location? The only ones who knew the location were the ones who were briefed before you left.
Do you remember everyone that was at the briefing, Demetria?
Well, besides Leo, you and me, I remembered the twins being there, as well as the Dark Guard.
I think the human mercenaries, Ira and Jane, were there as well. And the vampire Countess Elvira was there too.
There are quite a few that could be traitors then. Tell me, what information do you know about them? Start with the twins.
The twins are a pair of witches, Calliope and Cassandra. I've only been around here for 20 years, but they've been here as long as I can remember.
Yeah, those two started working for you about 40 years ago. Pretty unremarkable, but good with poisons and healing.
Their missions usually involve political killings that need to be done quietly. Ones that can't and shouldn't be traced back to this company.
The Zagard is a group of pixies. They joined us about 20 years back. There are about 15 pixies that make up the guard.
They deal in information. For the right prices, they will go and find any information you need, no matter how far and how hard it is to get.
Next up is Ira and Jane. They're both human. Ira comes from royalty in the Moon Empire. When his sister took the throne, he began training with the twin blades, and eventually joined us about 10 years ago. He began training with me 10 years ago as well.
Jane grew up with Ira, and when he left, she followed. She's well trained in the bow, as well as with throwing needles. She trained with me for all 10 years that she's been here.
Ah, yes, that's right. They've started on missions much like the ones you two started on. The ones right before the ones you are assigned to now. They show much promise.
Now on to the most important one.
The vampire Countess Elvira.
Elvira is over 250 years old. She's been making deals with mercenaries for about 60 of those years. At least that we know of. She was the first contractor I dealt with after joining.
Everything she does has a reason. She's smart and calculating. She seems warm and kind to others, but it's an act. She's always looking for an angle.
Elvira, yes. I've known her for about 100 years. She is our biggest financier. I am skeptical of her. I've been for quite some time. Elvira is very politically inclined. Most of the jobs she gives us are to kill off or get information from her rivals.
You think she's the one spreading the information about the heart? But what would she gain from that?
I think it's possible that she's the traitor. As to what she would gain, I'm not sure either.
While Elvira is suspicious, her being the traitor doesn't make sense. She has been our top job provider. The amount of missions she's paid for, it just doesn't make sense. Unless there is an angle we aren't seeing.
There could be. Perhaps she wished to distract us with the goal until she could obtain the heart. the heart would grant her greatest wish. But that just doesn't make any sense.
It's possible, but I think for now we should look into them all. Now, I have missions for you both, based on this discussion.
I'm guessing we're gonna be dealing with the people that we've just named.
That is correct, Demetria. You will be meeting with the vampire countess, Elvira, and with the twins.
Understood, boss.
Tamala, you'll be meeting with the Zargard, and with Ira and Jane. Both of you are to find out as much information as you can about who the traitor is.
Yes, sir. It will be done.
Good. Now, Demetria, Elvira and the twins are quite a distance from here, so I suggest you get started.
I'll be on my way out then.
Something's off with her. Tamala, keep tabs on Demetria, please.
It would be my pleasure, sir.